Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Amy Huffner.
And I'm Melody Bruck. With the recent mass shootings and in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination at UVU, Southern Utah University's campus police force works hard to ensure safety against any violence on campus. Our reporter Emily Walters has more on the story.
Since conservative Speaker Charlie Kirk was assassinated on September 10th at Utah Valley University, campus security has become an increasing concern for colleges in our state. Here at SUU, the campus police force continues working hard to ensure safety.
We always plan ahead and try to mitigate as much as possible. So with what happened with Charlie Kirk, it really hasn't changed a whole lot. I mean, we kind of did review, but it's just how when we do events, it's been the same, and we're just careful all the time to make sure it's well planned out.
SUU's campus police continually reevaluate current situations that might affect security.
Yeah, it's ongoing. I mean, there's a couple times that, and even before this incident happened up north, we're always reevaluating. We will sit there and say, well, maybe we just heard some stuff from the FBI or SIAC or somebody from up north that might raise a couple flags. So we might say, hey, we may want to get one more person here.
Leave a phone number or a brief message, and an officer or staff member will be able to help you out.
For SUU TV News, I'm Emily Walters.
Moving on to our next story, this year marks the 28th anniversary since the Student Center was named after former graduate Sharwan Smith. Here's Jake Palmer with more.
Sharwan Smith is one of the most prominent names that you can find here on the campus of Southern Utah University. She was the former student body vice president of activities and went on to become the president of the Lambda Delta sorority here on campus. However, a few years after she graduated from SUU, tragedy struck. She and her niece, Shiloh Shurtleff, were killed in a one-vehicle car accident, leaving only one survivor, her sister, Stacy Shurtleff.
After she had passed, some students came to us, Hiram and I, and asked if we would have any influence. The students had got together and they wanted to name the new administration building that was being built, named after her. We don't know what influence we could do. They went back to President Sherritt, and President Sherritt said, if you can get enough signatures, then I will take it to the state of Utah and present it to them. One night, Hiram and I were flying home from Salt Lake, and President Sherritt was on the same plane. And while we were waiting for our plane, he came up to us and said, it passed. And we said, what passed? And he said, the new student center is going to be named Sharwan Smith Student Center.
Because of those students, Sharwan was chosen to have her legacy live on with the statue and the new student center named after her. Sharwan was often known to have a beautiful and bright soul by many. On March 11th, 1997, nearly 2 years after her death, the Sharwan Smith Student Center was dedicated in memory of Sharwan and her contributions to SUU.
It's an honor to just honor her. One of the things that I loved about Sharwan is that I think the reason she came across larger than life is because she just had this incredible ability to connect with others, to include others, to welcome others, and to help them feel as though they belonged and that they were a part of something really special.
To this day, 30 years later, Sharwan's legacy stands strong. She embodied love and connection, and is a symbol to every student, professor, and faculty member that is tied to this campus.
So Sharwan and I were students together on campus in the early 90s. She was always the life of the party, and she always brought the sunshine. She was the light that everyone looked to, and she was the gatherer. She would bring us all together and get us to be friends or working together or positive directions. I think of that legacy today and how that still lives on, and students are the heart of what we do here at SUU, and Sharwan exemplified a lot of that.
For SUU TV News, I'm Jake Palmer.
Next up, the Dungeons & Dragons Club meets every Wednesday evening. But what exactly goes on at this club? Our reporter Nathaniel Buck investigates.
Every Wednesday evening, a small group of students from all walks of SUU life gather in the General Education Building. Their goal? Storytelling through an unconventional medium. This particular group meets under the supervision of the Dungeons and Dragons Club, so named due to its focus on the popular tabletop role-playing game. During a regular TTRPG session, players will take on the role of various different characters they've created.
So tonight I played a character who I named Oli, named after a person I work with. She is a very small Russian lady, and she's kind of a crazy old lady, but not I don't know. She's a sweet, sweet little thing, but it's my first time playing her, so I'm not too sure where I'm gonna take her yet.
One participant, often referred to as a game master, is responsible for setting the stage for the other players. The group then works together to tell a story through their characters interacting with the world. If questions arise as to whether something happens or not, dice are rolled against a target number. If you roll equal to or higher than that number, you succeed. If not, you don't. Though the club is primarily based around Dungeons and Dragons, groups are not limited to the fantasy genre or even D&D itself. This particular group is using a rule set called Monster of the Week, which is inspired by TV shows like Supernatural.
I really like the setting. I don't normally do stuff set in like the real world, so it's kind of wanted to challenge myself and give myself a weird setting that I had to work with.
When it comes to why this group plays TTRPGs, their reasons are as varied as the characters they portray. They're always happy to welcome new players to the hobby.
I think it is an amazing outlet to get stories out. I've worked through, honestly, a lot of my own problems through characters. And I find different pieces of myself in characters.
For SUTVNews, I'm Nathaniel Buck.
SUU's 3 main learning centers recently had an open house for students to discover the resources available to them. Our reporter, Alora Bailey, has the scoop.
Sun, but then it gets to the point where like, but can the sun even apologize for giving a person heat stroke?
SU's Tutoring Center, Public Speaking Center, and Undergraduate Writing Center recently had an open house where students could learn about the various centers and get treats. Students were invited to visit all 3 centers in order to get entered into a drawing for a $30 gift card for SU's bookstore. These resources are free for students to use in order to get help with any assignment they have. The Public Speaking Center and their tutors are available to help students prepare for speeches or any oral presentations and can help look over your speech as well as assist in practicing. Their hours are 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday with shortened hours on Friday and are located in the Braithwaite Center, room 204.
I think this is an important resource because public speaking is everywhere, whether it's in your jobs, in your classes, and everyday life. You have to know how to speak to people, and so I think it's important to be able to have a place to practice to do that so you can feel confident in the real world.
The Tutoring Center has tutors skilled in various subjects available to help with any assignment. Their hours are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday with shortened hours on Friday and are located in the Electronic Learning Center, room 204.
I get to spend time learning not only how to do these subjects that I've already taken, so it's a good refresher for me, but not only that, I get to help other people, which is always a great plus, just having people see like that aha moment.
Finally, the Undergraduate Writing Center has writing tutors available to help with any type of writing assignments, offering proofreading, brainstorming, and much more. Their hours are 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursdays, with shortened hours Fridays and Saturdays, and are located in the Braithwaite Center, room 101. For SUTV News, I'm Alora Bailey.
In more Southern Utah University news, many may not know that SUU has its very own student-run journal. SUU News is currently in the works for a new edition of the University Journal. Reporters, editors, graphic designers, and photographers are all working hard to bring the new edition to life. The new edition of the University Journal will be available this month. You can find your physical copies at the newsroom or in any SUU building. The journal is available at sunews.net. The SUU News employees are thrilled to showcase their work this semester.
So the theme for our next University Journal is a new page, which I think really reflects the time that we're at SU News. It's a brand new year, we have new reporters, we have new section editors, and we have new stories that need to be told. So I think what I'm most excited about is being able to share those new stories with everyone.
Honestly, it's amazing how many different programs we have on campus to help people showcase their talents and also flesh out their abilities in the classroom.
Absolutely. I mean, I love the University Journal. I love everybody who works there. They're great, and I know everybody gets a really great opportunity to work on something that they're passionate about.
Absolutely. And they help us too. So thank you so much to the University Journal for working with our news team.
That's pretty great. We're going to take a quick break.
After this, weather and sports.
You talk to. In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Hi, welcome to SUTV Weather. My name's Brooklyn Beard. Let's take a look at the forecast for this week. As you can see, pretty consistent temperatures overall. We're mostly going to be having temperatures in the high 60s to high 50s, and then towards nighttime we're going to be getting into the 40s and even the high 30s there. But overall, it's a great week if you're looking to take some family photos while the colors are still there, because we're going to have a lot of overcast days. And in terms of the radar, it's going to be completely clear today. Don't have to worry about any showers or any more snowfall this week, just in time for the Livestock Festival. So you can go out there and enjoy the nice weather and see the sheep parade. There's also a lot of different events going on at the Diamond Z Arena, and that's going to be Friday through Sunday. Today is also October 15th, and 10 years ago, that's known as the day that Jennifer, Marty, and the Doc all went they all went forward in time into the Biff Empire. So glad we're not there today, but to those who celebrate, happy Back to the Future Day. Today is also Hongwu's birthday, who was the first emperor of the Ming Dynasty. He ruled from 1368 to 1398. So a happy heavenly birthday to him. If you have any complaints or concerns about the weather, please contact me, Brooklyn Beard, at arts@suunews.net. And thanks so much for tuning in. How are we today, anchors?
Oh, we're excellent.
Yep, doing great.
What are your thoughts on Back to the Future?
Oh, such an incredible movie franchise. One of the best ever.
I'd say it's probably in my top 5 favorite movies,
yeah,
actually.
Absolutely. Yeah. Undoubtedly. But if you had to rank them 1, 2, 3,
it would go 1, 3, 2.
See, I'm a 3, 1, 2 kind of girl.
Oh, I can get behind that.
Interesting. Right after this, we're going to come back with sports.
Someone had fun today. Hey, sweetheart, everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. How's our little guy?
Now I lay me down to sleep.
Looks like I'm stuck working late tonight. Probably won't be home until closer to 8.
Oh, that's okay. I have got a laundry list of emails to send out.
I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Yeah, he did great. We had so much fun today.
If I die before I wake.
Try over and
In local sports news, the men's cross-country team took first place at the Bronco Invitational this past weekend. The women's team, who also competed, came in 3rd out of 16 teams. Their next meet is on Halloween when they head to the Western Athletic Conference in Arlington, Texas. The football team has also managed to win this past week. Their game against Abilene Christian University ended with 31 points for the T-Birds to Abilene 24. They look to continue their streak this Saturday as they take on Utah Tech. In national sports news, tonight marks the official start of the NBA's 25-2026 season. 2 games will kick the season off. The Houston Rockets will face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder, with the Thunder looking to defend their title. This game also marks the debut of Kevin Durant as a Rockets player. Later in the night, the Golden State Warriors will play against the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are still missing their star forward LeBron James, who remains sidelined with a tentative return in mid-November. The Lakers have also lost 2 more forwards to injuries, with the team announcing Tuesday that their forward, Maxi Kleber, will be reevaluated in 2 weeks. Baseball fans are eagerly awaiting the World Series this weekend. The Toronto Blue Jays clinched a victory from the Seattle Mariners. Their first game against the Los Angeles Dodgers is Friday afternoon.
More on outdoor adventures. A staple in southern Utah is celebrating their last month before closing for the winter season. The Cedar Breaks National Monument is expected access to be limited in late October through mid-November. As the weather grows colder and snow accumulates in the Bryan Head area, road closures will take place on State Route 143 and 148. Despite the cold weather, there's still time to visit Cedar Breaks' renowned trails, such as the Alpine Pond Loop. This trail is only 2 miles round trip, and it's suitable for hikers of any level. For more information on access to the park, visit the National Park Service website at nps.gov.
Since October 1st, 2025, the U.S. federal government shutdown has limited access and funding for the national parks. Here's Melody Brooke with more.
National parks such as Grand Canyon and Zion are experiencing a significant loss of staffing and budget cuts. This is the first massive national park shutdown since January of 2019. Several parks are no longer charging entrance fees to account for the shutdown, with only 108 out of 423 NPS sites still requiring payment. Zion National Park is no longer requiring a fee for entrance, but has several posted signs requesting donations to the Zion Forever project to keep operations running. Visitor services, including the shuttle, public restrooms, and campground trash and water, are still offered, but are no longer as maintained and monitored under current administrative changes. Parks employees and management are told to avoid speaking on the topic, according to several anonymous sources. One student with the outdoor recreation team at Southern Utah University shared her recent experience at Collab Canyon.
So when I went to visit Collab Canyon Park, before it was super understaffed anyways, but we still stopped at the visitor center and stuff like that and checked in. But with this recent shutdown, there wasn't really anyone at the visitor center for us to check in, so we just kind of drove in and did our stuff and then drove out and didn't really see any park rangers or anything like that.
Due to the termination of parks employees, there's a considerable concern with security and preservation efforts. Some parks, such as Yosemite, are reportedly being met with illegal activity, natural resource depletion, and squatters attempting to take advantage. For more information about park access and policies in southern Utah, go to stateparks.utah.gov. For SUTV News, I'm Melody Brooke.
Hidden away on a corner of SUU campus is the Garth and Jerry Ferner Museum of National History. The museum hosts a variety of exhibits dedicated to showing off the nature that makes up Utah. This includes a collection of interactive exhibits, rocks, fossils, and various taxidermy animals. Currently, the museum has a limited-time exhibit about bees and other pollinators. These exhibits will be in the museum until March 25th, 2026. The museum is free and open weekdays from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
The museum offers a lot of information of the world around us, and the science that people work so hard for. I think what you'll take away from this museum is how the world not works around you, but a little bit more about how everything functions, or the way things kind of are the way they are.
Cedar City's Providence Center Lighthouse is scheduled for demolition after its tour season. Here's Brooklyn Beard with more.
The view makes it worth it. It is amazing.
Cedar City's landlocked lighthouse has officially closed for public tours. The structure has been a part of Cedar City since 2000, but is currently facing its anticipated destruction as a part of the South Cedar Interchange project put on by the Utah Department of Transportation.
Walmart wasn't here, none of this development around us was here. And so he had built it really just as a way to bring people to the southern part of Cedar City so that the growth would come and to be able to develop this area commercially. It worked because there's a lot of people down here, which is why it is going to be torn down, because there's so much growth in traffic but his idea worked.
The project plans to redesign the interchange leading into the I-15 Cross Hollow Drive to reduce the amount of traffic in the area. The plan has been met with backlash from residents and business owners.
I'm very sad about it. It's a landmark.
We just think it's wrong. We've been here for 23 years, and this lighthouse has just been part of the town. It's a big part of the history of this town.
Yeah, it won't be the same.
Laurie and Jeremy Scholzen purchased the lighthouse 15 years ago. It came along with the land they purchased to start their dental business.
We knew we wanted this area, and this was the only parcel available for sale at the time. We went down a couple of different routes of like, maybe we need to donate it to the city anyway, but it was one of those things that was actually, they preferred for it to be under private ownership. So we've kept up the exterior and kept it up for all of that time.
The landmark was originally classified as a sign and therefore deemed illegal to climb, but after getting it up to code, rezoned, permitted, and reclassified, the building was officially safe. Those who have visited the lighthouse have had positive experiences, particularly raving about the view at the top.
What was your favorite thing about the top?
The mountainside was one of them.
Just being able to walk all the way around and look
And
at
see all the
everything
Cedar.
on the
Yeah.
360 degrees.
And I saw my roof to my house.
Like, that's where I live.
I didn't see the roof.
I looked.
Oh, you have to go back up.
Oh no.
Gotta make the climb. It's the climb.
It was fun.
A petition has been started to save the lighthouse and has already received nearly 1,000 signatures. The lighthouse will now periodically open for special events depending on UDOT decisions and time frame. For SUTV News, I'm Brooklyn Beard.
It's such a shame that they're tearing the lighthouse down. I'm originally from Las Vegas, and so coming to Cedar City for the very first time to do my tour, it was just such a really cool standout part of it.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. I had no idea that we had a lighthouse until I moved down here. I wasn't a frequent Southern Utah visitor, but it really feels like a staple.
I know, right? And being one of only 3 of the landlocked lighthouses in the U.S., I just can't imagine Cedar City without it.
I know, it's so sad. Just a 10-minute drive north of Cedar City is the annual Nature Hills Harvest Festival. This past Saturday, October 4th, community members and families took a hayride to enter the 5-acre farm. The event celebrates the beginning of the holiday season with something for all. Attendees can purchase locally sourced foods and beverages at the farm stores, such as apple cider, pumpkin, bread, honey, and fruits. A live petting zoo is available for guests wanting to interact with cows, pigs, goats, and many other animals. There are also several photo op spots and decorated natural sites to capture memories throughout the venue. Other notable activities include churning apple cider, visiting and picking out pumpkins at the pumpkin patch, exploring tomato and cucumber greenhouses, and learning archery skills. For more information and future Harvest Festival dates, visit naturehillsfarm.com.
The Festival City Farmers Market is in full swing every weekend. Reporter Amy Huffner has the details.
Cedar City hosts its Festival City Farmers Market every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 100 West and University Boulevard, near the Johnson Center. Members of the community can find booths with everything from fresh produce to tarot readings to jewelry and other artisan crafts.
I really love that everyone in the market is it is like a family. I know that sounds really cliche, but all the vendors know each other, all the regulars know the vendors, and we try our best to make sure everyone is getting eyes on their product, foot traffic through, making sure that their business really is something that people know about.
The market features something for everyone, with diverse food vendors that offer a fresh bite to eat, places to sit and relax, lots of fun for the kids, and live musicians playing throughout.
We've been coming every week. It's fun to see what all the community makes, and it's fun to get to know people. I love this salsa stand right here. It's amazing. So yeah, it's so fun to see the community and what they do.
The market is year-round and will continue every Saturday. Hours will shift in November to 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. To become a vendor or for more information, visit festivalcityfarmersmarket.com. For SUTV News, I'm Amy Huffner.
New Harmony held their annual Apple Festival on Saturday, October 11th. The fair benefited the local volunteer fire department and included vendors selling many varieties of farm fresh apples and cider, as well as local fall-themed handicrafts. Despite heavy flooding the night before, which had washed out road shoulders and cut off internet service in much of New Harmony, the event was still a success and attracted visitors from as far afield as Cedar City and St. George.
Have you guys been to Connect?
I got to participate in the Apple Festival this weekend. It was so much fun to go down and see everybody. We got to see a lot of people, got to visit a lot of booths. Apparently there's a haunted house that I plan on going to because of the Apple Festival that I didn't know about until today, so that was great.
Fall has arrived in Cedar City, and with it, its German spirit. Here's Emil Garcia with more.
Cedar City celebrated their second annual Oktoberfest at the Iron Springs Adventure Resort. At the event, guests were able to enjoy a wide selection of foods including caramel apples, bratwurst, along with sauerkraut, and a wide selection of craft beers, and a wide selection of merchandise from local vendors. The event also had many activities for young and old, a game of cornhole, as well as a bouncy house and a giant swing for kids to enjoy. The event also had a keg toss competition where guests were encouraged to sign up and show their strength. But the main attraction of the event was the Wiener Dog Race, where several local pups signed up in order to compete, with each showcasing their speed as they competed against each other in several mini races during the day.
So I got hired last year to do the Wiener Dog Race announcing or commentary. Super awesome. It's a really fun event. I had such a blast last year with like live music and comedy shows and the beer garden and everything is super great.
The Wiener Dog Race was held throughout the entire day, as several races were conducted at different times during the day, with 4 races being conducted every time, with 6 dogs competing. As the day went on, people cheered as the pups raced, as the Iron Springs Adventure Resort was the home for the event.
You know, it's not too far away from Cedar City, just right outside town, and it's super great, really good times.
For more information about events at the Iron Springs Adventure Resort, you can go to ironspringsutah.com. And for SUTV News, I am Emil Garcia.
In other local farm news, Staley Farm in St. George, Utah celebrates its 24th fall season. This farm hosts a wide variety of attractions for visitors of all ages, such as a corn maze, a pumpkin patch, a playground, and a petting zoo. The event is open to all ages and targeted toward families. For general admission to most attractions, you can purchase tickets, the price depending on the day of the week. Some attractions require tokens, which are $1 each. This Halloween season, Staley Farms presents its 20th anniversary of Field of Screams, Southern Utah's #1 haunted attraction. For more information and to buy tickets, visit staleyfarm.com.
I love seeing all the cute animals, the cute cows and the pigs and the emus, and they're just so cute. And I love to do everything here.
You know, I just love all of the farms that are going on around here. They're so cute.
I feel like Southern Utah is such a great place to have all these events too. It's so beautiful and you get the view of the mountains in the background always.
I know, it's so it's picturesque. It's really perfect.
Definitely.
It really works out.
I actually got the really great opportunity to go see the Nature Hills Harvest Festival myself, and I loved getting to go to the pumpkin patch, pick out pumpkins, and drink cider. It was awesome.
Yeah, what would you say is your favorite fall activity in those?
I would definitely say I loved the archery. I feel like that was just such a unique spin on fall traditions and activities. Do you go to a lot of those fall events?
I don't go to a lot of them, but I'd say my favorite thing, I'm a pumpkin girl. I'm a big fan of just picking a nice round pumpkin that I can take home and carve. It's so fun. It's just the best time.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the season of the pumpkin.
It really is. It's such a great season.
Thanks for tuning in to SUTV News. I'm Melody Brooke.
And I'm Amy Huffner. Today we leave you with more footage from the Wiener Dog Race.
We'll see you next time.